In this exercise, we're going to add a menu to the form, and we're also going to see how two different controls can use the same event handler. So the form that I have here has a rich text box and then three buttons: a load button, a save button, and a clear button. Now in exercise 1, we've already seen how to load data from a file into the text box and how to save data from the rich text box to a file, and to clear the rich text box you've also done before. So I've written that part of the program already. So we have those three event handlers. So the button load. Just to go back, we also have a save file dialog and an open file dialog here. I'll talk about the menu strip and the font dialog in a bit. Okay, so the load event handler of the click event handler of the load button opens the open file dialog and then takes that file name to load into the rich text box. The save button's click event opens the save file dialog and takes that file name to save the rich text box's content. And finally, the clear button just clears the rich text box. So what we're going to do next is to add a menu to the form. So there's a menu strip control in your toolbox, and I've placed one on the form already. So if I click on the menu strip here, you can see a space appears there where you can type your menu items. So I'm going to create a file menu, and under file I'm going to have load, save and clear. And the idea is that if a user clicks on these menu items, it will do exactly the same as when they click on the load, save or clear buttons. Then I'm going to create a settings menu item, and under that I'm just going to have change font, and for now that is all we will add to the menu. Okay, so it's very easy to add a menu to a form. Now, to associate an event handler with a menu item, you can now double click on the menu item and it will open up a click event for that load event. So we'll do that for the font just now, but because we already have a load, save and clear event, I'm going to show you how to link those that we've already created to the menu item so that you don't have to rewrite them. Okay, so firstly we select the load menu item there, and then over here we go to the events link, the little lightning bolt. Then you will see the click event highlights, and there's an arrow next to it. So if you click down on the arrow, you can see all the event handlers that are currently available in this program is listed there. And because we want the button loads click event to be linked to the file load menu item, we just select it here. Okay, and we do the same with save. Okay, so I go to click and I select button save, click event there, and clear, and I select clear there. Okay, so if I now run the program, and I click on the load button, the open file dialog comes up and I can load text into my form. If I click on the save button, I can select a file and save and say yes there, and it will save. If I clear, it clears the button. Now if I do the same through the menu, I click on load, you see it opens the open file dialog. I haven't associated any specific code with the event handler for the load menu item. I just linked it to the buttons load event. So when I click on that load menu item, it just executes the buttons load event. So now I can do exactly what I've done before, just through the menu. And I can save. Okay. And I can clear. Okay, so that's the first part of this program. The second part is just to change the font. So just to show you that we can also create an event handler for a specific menu item, I go to the change font menu item and I double click on it, and it opens this toolstrip menu item click. Okay, so here I can now just see there that we've added a font dialog. This is also a control in the toolbox. I've added a font dialog to the form. So now here we can say font dialog 1 dot show dialog, and then I can say text, no, it's a rich text font is equal to font dialog 1 dot font. So I've opened the font dialog, I choose whatever font and font size I want there, and in the next statement I set the rich text box's font property to that selected font of the font dialog. Okay, so if I now run the program, I'm going to load a file into the rich text box, and then I'm going to change the font to anything. I can make it big, say OK, and there you will see it has changed the font.